Yeah, so I've been pretty busy just with installing the new theme, not template, theme, has been, it's been a lot in terms of making the sites, or making the pages, I should say, consistent. So a lot of the time I've spent over the last few months has been just trying to make everything consistent. And one of the things I would recommend to your audience, especially when you're thinking about maybe selling your site in the future, is having bought a site. It's a lot, I think, would be a lot more sellable if all the pages are consistent. And I speak in particular like you use your Amazon links, for example. So I use AAWP now, which I just love. I know some people like Links Pro. I tried both of them, but I prefer the AAWP personally. Yeah, so changing all my links out from the what do they call it, like the site stripe, the Amazon site stripe thing that you can just grab the link off of, and so I replacing all of those links with AAWP links, so that if somebody were to buy the site in the future, they would just have to change their username. It'd be a lot easier, or vice versa. If I just wanted to change the username, that kind of thing, I could do that more
Right.
consistently.
And that would be the tracking ID is the sort of vocabulary
Correct.
inside the site stripe. So the tracking ID, and it sounds like maybe you were using the short links from the
Exactly.
site stripe. Okay. And yep, I highly encourage people to not use the short links because it makes it much more difficult to change anything. You have to do it manually, and that takes forever. So it takes a really long time. But if you use the longer form, and by the way, you don't have to use AAWP. Again, tool agnostic. I really don't care what people use. There's a specific format for the links, and all you need to do is put in the ASIN, which is the unique identifier, plus your tracking ID, and then you have that affiliate link. Like it's just a regular format. That's what all the tools do. They just use that format, by the way. So, of course, AAWP, Links Pro, Lasso, they make it really easy to insert your affiliate links and to change your affiliate links across the whole site in just one configuration area. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and the other thing too is, and just in terms of consistency and making sure everything's up to date, is I started using this tool called Site Buddy. I don't know if you've seen that. Basically, it scans the site for broken links, or expired products, out of stock products, that kind of thing. So you can look at the products pages that have those expired products and update them. So um, it's really easy to get, what can I say, distracted by the tools. You know, it's one of those things. Like I think we talked about this in the last interview. It's like you go down these rabbit holes, and then you don't end up actually producing any new content. Like I don't think the word count on my sites has gone up more than maybe 20,000 words in the last 3 months, but I've done a lot.
done so much.
But, yeah.
And I have not used Site Buddy. The owners contacted me to check it out, but I'm like, I don't want to learn another thing. Like, I'll check it out. And I need to look at it. You're the second person that I know that's used it and they love it. They really enjoy the functionality. For me, I use Genius Link, and Genius Link basically does that for you also. Lasso, I think, does it as well. So I try to use many of the different tools, but I haven't had time to dig into SiteBuddy. But I've heard good things. It sounds like people are able to quickly get data about their site in a way that they're not really able to pull out in any other way.
Yeah, and it's really easy. It's just they give you a spreadsheet. You can just go through the spreadsheet. You can obviously sort the spreadsheet. It's a CSV, however you want. Sort it by page or by expired products, that kind of thing. So it's super
Gotcha.
useful.
So you've done a few things, some improvements, and just a refresher here. How much content is on the site, just to give people who haven't watched or listened to the first interview yet? How much content do you have out there?
Sure, I think I'm up to about 175 posts, somewhere in that area, about 170,000 words, something like that.
Okay. And then how many backlinks do you have? Have you done much link building? What's the situation there?
Yeah, so link building has been pretty minimal. Links itself, there's probably I think about 50 quality links to the site. Yeah, haven't been too, definitely not active, or yeah.
Where did those links come from? 50 is a pretty good number. I mean, if you were to go and outsource that, that's thousands of dollars.
Well, we kind of talked a little bit about it in the last interview. Some of it's been just natural, fortunately. Some of the pages, like I got a link from parade.com just naturally, which is like a 70 ER. Other than that, it's been, a lot of natural, and then some kind of guest posting that wasn't really intentional. So I'm in some like Facebook groups where I saw some people posting, hey, we need some articles. We want to do a guest article. So I've done like 3 or 4 of those. And then, other than that. And then again, the site used to be, I'll just give it out because I told the theme, it's coupon hunt. So it used to have coupons on the site. And coupons, the way they aggregated or the metadata, I'm not sure the technical side behind it, the way that it got pushed out generated a lot of links. Most of them were spammy links. And this might be another contributor to why the site might have declined so much, is because I lost all those spammy links just in one fell swoop when I updated the theme, unfortunately. The site is, just going back to the traffic though, the site is on an upward trend. I'm looking at my Amazon associates today. I've had 10 different types of products being sold or getting commissions from. So it's like at least 10 different pages that I'm generating commissions from, which is I feel optimistic about kind of the trajectory of the site. So
nice. Okay. And before we move on, I'm just curious, do you have any plans to add more content to the site? You mentioned you probably haven't added too much in the last few months. You've been super busy. So what's the outlook for the content coming up soon?
Absolutely. So I've been meaning to do, for the last few months, just a consistent content push. I really want to get to where I'm posting at least 50,000 words of content every month. Again, I see this as being very scalable. So, again, if you're making X amount from 100,000 words, you should be able to make 10 times that if you have 1 million words, that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm going. And I'm looking into content services. Again, I think, I saw a content service that's 2 cents a word, and it comes really highly recommended. I forget the name of it, but I was going to kind of look into that, review that, and then kind of document the journey too as I kind of navigate that as well.